Hey, what's up everybody? Rob Gill, Epic Financial Strategies, right up here in Red Bank, New Jersey. Hallowed halls, love the office. Today we're going to talk about why millionaires buy life insurance to build more wealth. So it's been my experience that when I come across business owners, even individuals that engage in proper planning and are the first wave of wealth, let's say in their family tree, a lot of times what happens is not only during the wealth accumulation phases inside of a life insurance policy where there's cash value, there's a guarantee rate of return by state law and by contract that grows, comes back tax efficient, but there's also a death benefit. And in the space of that death benefit, what's important to understand while alive, it has a lot of magical treats that are associated to it. For example, one of the things that the death benefit serves as really an estate spend down of other assets in life. So what do I mean when I say that? So if somebody has a policy that has a death benefit of $10 million and they have $10 million in other assets, well, guess what? They could spend those assets down. They could put those assets in different trusts. There's a lot of different strategies that they could do with those assets, knowing that the $10 million death benefit is going to replace and continue the wealth generation of their children and then their children's children. And this is how wealthy were able to pass down their wealth. But there's also another component to it. There has to be proper education. So we want to make sure the second and third generation of, let's say, generation one that is new money, that they understand the science of money, the science of success. They understand why it's important to be able to anticipate. They understand it's important to be able to take a look at everything from a tax perspective, from a cost, from a fee perspective. And through that education, as they get their own money from generation to generation, it could continue to build and compound. Now, in each generation where we take into effect the entrepreneur, where we kind of take a look at all the banks. So if you look at the banks, the Wells Fargo's, the Bank of America's, well, they all have what they call bank-owned life insurance. Why is that important? Because if the bank is going to loan money to me, you, and Mary down the block, they're going to get a guarantee rate of return on the money inside the cash value life insurance policies and then loan it out to Mary, to Rob, to Alicia, and make 40 cents on every dollar that we give to it, all while they're earning a guarantee rate of return. So let's take that same bank concept and bring it to the business owner, the individual planner, the family-oriented people that are doing proper planning. And what's going to begin to happen, and this is so important, is now they're going to be able to get multiple uses of each and every dollar, be able to share that information with their children, and also create the proper kind of trusts and the estate spend down strategies to maintain that generational wealth growth, and then millionaires sometimes become billionaires. So look at my friend Chris Crone, everybody, who, by the way, has $1 billion worth of real estate, probably over approximately 4,000 homes. And listen, my team does all of his non-real estate planning. And when you look at a guy like Chris, who has multiple businesses, earning multiple revenue streams of income, it's important for him not only from a philanthropic standpoint and be able to make the difference in the world through contribution and giving, because when you do that, you stay in the place of acceleration, because as you give, there is a byproduct of receiving. There's called the law of reciprocity. But my friend Chris does a lot of structural planning when it comes to trusts. And the biggest thing that he loves is using life insurance and buying multiple policies and having these policies have cash value so he can run it in and out of all of his real estate or other business opportunities. And as that's happening and money gets passed down to the next generation, he wants to make sure that it goes tax-free. And that's where proper planning comes into play. And that's why when you hear about the Rockefellers or all these great families that pass generational money down, it's because they teach the core values, and then they make sure that this money is not confiscated by the long arm of governmental taxation without representation. So listen, folks, it's important for you to really understand exactly what it looks like to not only build your wealth, but to protect it from taxation and inflation. Go ahead and click the link below. We have what we call the Epic Financial Freedom Map. And what's important about that map is it's not like, yeah, hey, Rob, I want to be here when I'm 65. The thing that's really important about the map is it identifies where you are on the map today. And that's a level of deep honesty. And once you could own that space, you'll then be able to accelerate how to get to where you're looking to go. So click the link below, check it out. It's the Epic Financial Freedom app, and one of the team members will get back to you and take you to our next phase of success process.